honour of Dr. Jon Cooper Clarke being here, I've asked all our players to write poems. Jon will, of course, be judging 5 points to the best poet among you. OK, Kevin, you're up first. Take it away.
Yes, that poem. This is actually a tribute to the Countdown.
Oh, well, fabulous.
That I penned on the train here. An ode to Countdown. Countdown is a telly show of letters, words and sums. Countdown is a telly show for the unemployed and full-time mums. Countdown is a telly show for eating crisps and smoking blow. So when that clock begins to tick and the only word that you have is dick, remember it's a bit of fun and you can try again on Channel 4+1. So...
What do you make of that poem?
I thought that was fabulous. I thought he's got the demographic nailed.
Jessica, you're up next.
I've taken inspiration from the sonnets of a poet called William Shakespeare. Because I'm married and, you know, got a baby on the way, so what I'm trying to say is I've moved on from my past life and I'm in a really good place now. It's about my ex. It's called Hate Sonnets 18. Shall I compare thee to a drizzly day? Thou art more miserable than thrush. Thou art a verruca, thou art an ingrown hair, thou art a nosebleed, an ad for Go Compare. Thou art a hangover on January the 1st, thou art stepping on an upturned plug, the stench of urine after asparagus. Indoor traces of slug. Thou art my last Rolo in a bad way. And taxis all long gone. Thou wast lying when thou said thou were staying over at Dave's. I was actually going down on my friend Kate.
A catalogue of cultivated hatreds. And a bit in my style, so I kind of feel validated by that poem, and that was terrific, Jessica.
It was a bit of a homage, to be honest.
Thanks a lot, who too?
OK, up next, Jon Richardson, your poem.
Well, you can't beat that, can you? Unless I try and perform as Jon Cooper Clarke.
Well, yeah, give it a crack.
I should have tried it out in private to see if it's offensive or not.
Well, I don't think there's any better forum than on television for the first time.
Let's just find out if he's going to punch me in the face. You should see my impression of a beagle in a cardigan. Musicians and actors, do they get on? I've heard they go shopping to keep the bond strong. A Western singer in Spa with a Western film star. I wonder, did Twain and Wayne avoid the rain on the train? But the best sight of all, and I think you'll agree, is Elton shoe shopping with his best friend Bradley. Who are they? Where are they? 3 words only. Jon Cooper Clarke's.
Well, that was fabulous. Always nice to get a name check. That's got a lot going for it, that, Jon.
Thanks, Jon.
And last but least, Joe.
My poem's called Thanks, Mate, Now I've Shat Myself.
Well, I think we've got a winner there, haven't we? I mean...
If I'm running towards the lav shouting, "It's coming out! It's coming out!" don't stop me and ask me where I got my nest of tables. Thanks, mate, now I've shat myself. And don't dare me to eat 50 Cadbury's cream eggs, then let me have a go on your trampoline. What do you think was going to happen? Thanks, mate, now I've shat myself. And don't tickle me when I'm chatting to the bus driver about how much I shit myself. Thanks, mate. Oh, hang on. I don't think I followed through that time. Oh, no, I have. Thanks, mate. I shat myself.
What do you think?
Well, never has a lack of intestinal fortitude been better expressed. Well done, Joe.
Thanks, Jon.
I mean, there's 5 points on the line here. Who's going to get them?
I gotta go for the name check. Oh. Jon.
5 points to Jon Richardson.
My marital career until now has been long and largely pointless. In fact, somebody once said that a wedding is a funeral where you can smell your own flowers. Well, that's a harsh judgment in my book. I prefer to see it as a sexual relationship that is recognised by the police. And with that in mind, this one's called I've Fallen in Love with My Wife. The doorbell used to say ding dong, but now it bursts out into song. If I'm forlorn, it ain't for long. Could I be wrong, or have I fallen in love with my wife? Fare thee well, my fairy fay. We cared so slightly anyway. Call me crazy with a capital K. I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. She populates my days. It's keeping me awake at night, my head stuck in this funky sneeze. Every time I talk, I mumble. Every time I walk, I stumble. I'm dancing like a drunken uncle. I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. She populates my days. She's not that far from a carving knife. I have to keep her in my gaze. I don't swear, but what the hey? I'm all right and she's okay. Get out of our fucking way. I've fallen in love with my wife. I'm her fella, she's my mate. She steals the chips right off my plate. No wonder I'm losing weight. I've fallen in love with my wife. I steal a kiss, she takes the piss. We lived a life of ignorant bliss. All that and now this. Sorry, mate. I've fallen in love with my wife.
Jon Cooper Clarke. Of course, as is tradition, when we got Jon Cooper Clarke on the show, we have a poetry competition. So I've asked all the players to write a poem. OK, Jon, you're going to be judging these poems. Well, Katherine, you're to go first. Take it away.
My poem is about being single.
OK.
I really love the lonely life. My house is always spotless. I do know married women, though. I would describe most as a hot mess. Will I stay this way forever? The trouble with men is they're dicks. I won't deny there's one thing about them that I can't resist. They're dicks.
Well, Jon, you are the expert and our resident poetry critic. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's terrific. Yeah, I think that was dead clever, yeah.
Thank you, Jon.
Sean, you're next. What's your poem about?
It's about the looming pensions crisis that this country's facing. So, here we go. Something I think I should mention. You're buggered if you don't have a pension. A child born in Blighty must work till he's 90. And if he's a pilot, this may cause some tension.
OK, Jon, you're next. Take it away.
This is called My Daughter's Laugh. My daughter's laugh is a wonderful sound. It pricks the ears of all around. It's the sound that kickstarts my everyday, my music, my bird song, my firework display. Stay young, stay happy, just giggle and titter. But just at the moment, Daddy's trying to watch the darts, and it is the final, to be fair, so could you fucking tone it down a bit, please?
Jon Cooper Clarke, what do you make of that poem?
Fabulous. They're all really, really quite alarmingly and worryingly good.
Well, let's have a change of gears now. Joe. Joe, what is your poem about?
My poem's about something very important to me. It's about how come it's OK to name you Willie, but it's not OK to name the fella's Willie next to you at the urinals. So my poem's called Hanging About in a Train Station Toilet Naming People's Penises. Hello, commuter, on your way to work. I'm going to call yours Captain Birdseye. Because it looks like it's wearing a polo neck and winking at me. You're welcome. I just named your penis. Hello, train driver who just nipped in for a piss. I'm going to call yours Mrs. Fernsby. My old geography teacher. Because you're small and wrinkly and have a birthmark down the side of your shaft. You're welcome. I just named your penis. Hello, please. Hello,
Please stop.
Hello. Hello, police officer. Hello, police officer who's just been sent to the toilets because they've had reports of someone naming people. You can't arrest me for naming strangers' dogs. Oh, you can? I didn't know that. Oh, great, now I'm electronically tagged again. I think I just came fourth.
Oh, that has brightened my soul. John, what is the winning poem?
Joe. Oh, it was great. It ramped up the suspense and it led to it led to a catastrophic denouement. You can't really argue with that.
Well, that is 5 points to Joe.